Okay. So if you remember in the sign up sheet, I asked you a question. I asked you to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 your experience with machine learning or data science and how far you think you are from a career. So this is a distribution of your answers. So to just get a sense of basically what the people in this group are looking for and what kind of skills or experiences they have, right? So if you can see, I've actually divided this into three streams or three categories. So from 2, let's say, to 5, for example, I would say starting in ML, and then let's say from 6 to 8, it's people that already have some experience with machine learning and data science, but are now trying to basically find their first job or prepare themselves to get the skills. And then a few people also already are in data science roles, and they are mainly looking for ways to progress their career. For stream 1, I was thinking one thing I could do, and maybe other people can help with as well, is create a self-learning curriculum combined with a Slack channel to join and share challenges. And for stream 2, people that already know the fundamentals of data science and machine learning and want to get their first job, what I think would be useful for them to achieve their goals is to form groups to do joint projects, right? So when you are actually trying to switch careers and go into a field like, for example, data science, and you don't have a lot of background in that field to show your experience and the skills, what is very useful for employers when they are looking at your resume is the kind of projects that you did and what kind of work you did, what contributions you did to, for example, open source code bases online, or what they're basically looking for a portfolio of projects from you that you have looked at different kind of machine learning problems to kind of get a thought and a feel for whether you can do the job that they expect you to do, right? So if they, for example, place you in a position and give you a problem to solve, can you solve that problem in practice? And the only basic evidence for that, if you don't have a background in that field, is the portfolio of projects that you did, right? So it's I think this is the most important aspect of probably finding a job, to kind of make a portfolio of different projects to show that you can actually do the job. And one thing that I think would be very good if we could achieve it, and if people are interested, is to form groups and do some projects. Not every project has to be in groups, but at least one project in a group with a couple of people, because that's exactly what you will do in a real job, right? So if you are a data scientist at a company or a machine learning engineer at a company and you are trying to solve a problem, usually what ends up happening is that you work with a group of people, and even in those cases where you are the only data scientist, you still have to work with other people from business units and figure out how and what problem to solve. And for stream 3, these are people that are actually in a data science role. What I thought I could do is provide them with a set of materials or kind of curriculum for learning more advanced ML topics. And then also similar to stream 2, some set of projects that they could take on to showcase their skills. So for example, Sheng wanted to learn about NLP. One possible project is to take on a language modeling task, for example. There is two very important components to all these three streams. The first one is, I think, writing blog posts and sharing knowledge. And the second one is actually trying to do this in groups with other people.